What's going on, everybody? TheKennyDubz here with another Mega Man X9 update video. So we got a bit of information, not necessarily early this week like I'd like to have it, but we already knew what's going to happen in the Taiwan version, just because for those of you that play the Taiwan version, you probably saw the event splash screen and you're like, okay, that's the unit for the next week, much like you did with the Children's Day event with the SD second number X. We know what that unit is already. So let's get into the global version first. So Iris Another imparts justice on Mega Man X Dive's NA server next week. So NA is going to get Iris Another, which is, I think, is a very, very cool unit. I wasn't fully aware that Iris Another was a fan favorite, another X Dive original creation, honestly. Because most of my experience with Iris, or my most memorable one rather, with her comes from Mega Man Battle Network 6 when Iris and Colonel fused. So I just thought that they have always been in that regard. Like, I played Mega Man X4, but I don't really remember all that much about it. I didn't play X4 as much as I played Battle Network 6. So I just assumed, I was like, oh, well, they're probably supposed to be, like, fused all the time, right? But that's clearly not the case, I guess, because this is a X-Dive original creation. So, anyway, X-Dive Global Version Summer event is done and dusted, and coming to the NA server next week is a fan favorite dive original creation, Iris Another. Comes to EU server, they will get Rico and LATAM will receive base GS. So we're all getting dive festivals next week. It's going to be slightly different units just because of the release order of them. But yeah. Iris Another is dropping, and apparently she's dropping with her DNA, so that's actually pretty fat as well. We've already covered Rico and Base GS in previous updates, so their previews have been there. I have not, however, done my unit previews for them, or unit overviews for them. I've just done unit previews. But we're also getting the Charm from the Supreme Commander. And it's packed with a single free 10 legendary players who have a chance for the event stage off from the Team Commander during the 2 weeks. Oh, this is 2 weeks? Oh boy. Okay, well, that's gonna be fun. It's not that I dislike 2-week events, but depending on what I have to do for the duration of that 2-week event, I may not just be like, I'll shoot for top 300. Like, it's not that big of a deal, especially like if I'm not pulling hard for that festival unit. I do really like Iris Another, like her design wise. But I'm probably not going to be pulling for Iris Another because I'm saving up for Super Base. And some like other stuff that's coming out too that I just can't remember off the top of my head. Anyway, the event stage will explain the origins of Iris Another, allow players to fight the Supreme Commander of the Replo Force and get the A-Rank Replo Saber plus the card Supreme Commander of the Replo Force. Now, I don't know if Replo Saber was released in the Taiwan version so much earlier than this event. Because when I saw someone with it, I was like, you can't have that yet. And then I pulled it. I was like, I can have this now, I guess. But it's also nice to get free memories for this weapon here, because I think the only other way you can get free memories from it is from a boss challenge at around maybe around level 160. I don't remember fully. I just know I'm pretty sure it's a boss challenge. But Iris Another first act skills Lightning Flash. Release a powerful thrust to deal damage to all targets in range. Second skill is Counter Stance, which takes a Counter Stance to become invulnerable for 3 seconds. The stance ends, she can perform a powerful slash. Just very, very nice. One of her passives allow her to recover HP every time the common stance is activated. What's more, Iris Another is released with her DNA code. See that? DNA code unlocked, and Colonel will have his DNA unlocked next week as well. And that's actually really big. Because this means that Global is moving at a much faster rate in terms of DNA than the Taiwan version, so things can change a lot in terms of like viability for PvP, PvE, and things like that. Now, we already knew that we got DNA very, very early because I released my DNA code video back in like December. The Taiwan version didn't actually get DNA till after their Street Fighter event, which was already, I think, that was over a year into their release, and then with the release of the Dive Festival right after the Street Fighter event. But we got it in December, right? Even before our Monster Hunter collab, which I think we got that before we got the Monster Hunter collab before the Street Fighter event. Oh, that's interesting. Anyway, yeah, a whole bunch of other stuff's going to change. This means I'm going to have to redo my tier list video for PvP really, really soon. I hadn't planned to redo it this soon, but you know, it happens. Let's even take a peek at Iris Another's unused design. You can do so. Oh, that's actually really cool. I think I will do that. Open that up in another tab. Next week, EU server will get that festival featuring Rico. LATAM will feature one with base JS. We'll skip with a single free 10 pull. Good, fantastic, that's great. We already know what their skills do. That's because I've gone over, like I said, I've gone over Rico and I've gone over base JS before. Actually, no, I did do a character overview for Rico. I did not do one for base GS though. I need to get to that. So let's okay, there's skills, as we had mentioned, world, alpha beam. Both servers will see the return of a maximum race event too. Okay, so they're getting a maximum race event this week, while NA is getting the trial from the Supreme Commander. Maximum race, finish as fast as you can. That's basically it for that. But I want to come over here real quick and look at the Iris Another early concept arts. Let's see what kind of ones we got over here. Oh, I like this one with the hat. This eye patch isn't bad. Oh, I like the outfit on the third one here. Yeah, I think I like this. Like if this one here had Colonel's hat, I think I would like that a lot more. Maybe not. I don't know. I like the expressions that the third one, the first one and the third one had. Not so much the second one. Actually, holding the Reploid Force too. That's pretty cool. Colonel uses that. This also gives me Rathalos Armor X vibes, kind of a little bit with the black and red. I don't know, maybe it's just Monster Hunter and me just like just hard speaking on that. I think the introduction of Iris Another, the midst of the development team has released some early concept art explaining the process behind the design. Actually, so these are the kind of things I really like. I hope they do more of these for like Rico and the other ex-Aboriginal creations too. Half anniversary Rockman's Japanese released 2 more pieces of Thunder Light that you don't want to miss. Information video on Facebook. See, like, this is all older stuff though, right? This is from oh wait, hold on. Yeah, this is from May of last year. Okay. Yeah, so this is that's really old. But let's hop on over to the Taiwan update real quick. Alright, so like I said, for those of you that play the Taiwan version, you already knew what the unit was going to be, because the splash screen, which is basically right here, it shows Swimsuit Eco alongside Swimsuit Seal. And just like the SD event for Children's Day, you know, you could kind of put 2 and 2 together and figure out, okay, Swimsuit Seal is the other unit. There's also cards for them in the rewards for the event, which is actually very, very interesting, because, well, I can just show you once I get onto my Taiwan account, but traditionally 2 new characters drop during the Swimsuit event. A third character follows the second week, but Capcom Taiwan is a different plan of mine this year. As previously reported, Swimsuit Eco will be stated released today, and thanks to the today's content update, know that Swimsuit Seal will join the game next week. And although the developers haven't confirmed, Swimsuit Seal players were greeted with the event login screen alongside Swimsuit Eco. She's also featured in the event stage on the main screen and has her own card. More on that later. Yeah, she has her own card. This is very much what Capcom did with SD0. It was told as the players followed with an official confirmation short time later. Now, as opposed to previous summer events, this year's theme stage has no boss, no backstory. What's most unlikely, we'll see a third summer theme character. It remains to be seen if daily tentacles will be skipped too. Yeah, well, I mean, maybe on Seal's banner we'll get them. I would prefer them on Eco's banner because I like Eco. The artwork for the card is pretty nice too. I like that. I like this as well. Above you can see cards 343 to 44, the new artwork for Swimsuit Eco and Swimsuit Seal. Eco's card has a unique seal of Shelling Maestro, which increases the effective Shelling Depth ability by 20%, which is, I'm pretty sure that's on Swimsuit Eco. Actually, I haven't looked at her skills yet. Swimsuit Seal's unique skill called Ocean Star, which increases the damage taken, increases the damage taken reduction effect by the safeguarding of the oceans by 10%. So it's actually very, very nice that they said that here, because the card for Swimsuit Seal, the first passive, is not in English. I don't know why it's not, but it's just not in English. I just can't read it. Swimsuit Seal's card can be obtained via the login rewards and in the Sizzling Summer event. The Eco's card is only available in the Sizzling Heat event reward, which is quite nice. Now we can actually see some you know, some of the concept for Swimsuit Eco, and I like this. I didn't know she had heels because I don't have the unit. But yeah, you can see, get a better look at the water tanks here, and I think it's like, yeah, I didn't know she had heels on on her. Alright, anyway, let's go take a look at the units on my Taiwan account. Alright, so we're on my Taiwan account taking a look at Iris Another. I like to change in her demeanor when she becomes Iris Another as well. Let's take a look at the splash screen real quick. Very, very nice here. I also do appreciate the ponytail and how her hair changes a little bit. Very, very nice. Okay, so now let's take a look at the skills. Also, I like this music for the summer event. I do enjoy this. Anyway, lightning flash, perform powerful thrusts to target and range, causing target equal to 125% of your attack. Not bad. Take a look quickly at the skill chips, or the modifier chips. In resonant scatter, when using lightning flash, the skill will cause additional electric current that deals roughly 47% of your attack. Electric current will continue towards the targets in range and cause 20% damage. Certain currents have large detection ranges but are less powerful. In resonant focused, when using lightning flash, create additional electric currents that deals roughly 63% of the attack. Continue to move towards other targets in range. Will do 25% of focus targets have smaller detection but more powerful. And then Thunder, they just increase the damage register by 25%. Counter stance, switch to the counter stance to become invulnerable against all damage for 3 seconds. So I like how this is one of the few things that's just like, hey, you're invulnerable for this amount of time, right? Whether the other thing is just like, yeah, you just become invulnerable. Like, I don't know why the other skills don't do that, but they don't. Anyway, the duration of vulnerability will be shortened if you move or perform an attack. When the stance ends, you can perform a powerful slash to deal all damage all targets in range. A Fallout Protocol, when you hit and counter stance, gain accelerated status and become accelerated and gain 33% speed increase. It'll only be triggered once during each counter stance. Brawling Protocol, gain a enhanced defense status, reduce damage taken by 33%. It'll only be gained once during each counter stance. And then Claire Tranquil, when taking counter stance, remove all negative statuses you currently have, which is pretty nice as well. So you can have Iris be like, you know, a tanky brawler. I guess you can have her be a little bit of a speedster, or you can just have her Isuna. So that's pretty nice. Take a look at the quick passives. Thunderbolt Flash, using Lightning Flash, releasing extra lightning that ignores terrain, deals 75% damage to all targets in the path. Not bad. Melee adaptability, reduce damage taken by 20% when equipping a melee weapon. That's always great. Fusion, at the beginning of the stage, gain an enhanced damage status that cannot be removed. This skill will only be activated once per stage. I don't really like this one all that much. Well, it depends on how much it increases your damage by, right? It doesn't tell me here, so I'll probably have to look that up in the wiki or something like that. But also, this makes me think of Brave Fencer Musashi, so I like it because of that. I don't know. I'm just not a big fan of the skills that they're just like, yeah, they only activate once per stage. I obviously know why they only do that, but like, I was like, what about more? Alright, concentration. When hit during counter stance, recover HP equal to 35% of your attack. This effect can only be triggered once during each counter stance, so that's not bad. And then restriction off. When you hit a target with a such form after counter stance, you're able to use Lightning Flash again. This skill can only be triggered once more after 8 seconds, and enhance the effect of fusion by 30%. Which is very interesting, because it said enhance the effect of fusion by 30%, but I don't even know how long this even lasts for. But that also makes me think that the DNA probably allows me to refresh fusion somehow. So let's take a look. Especially because now that the DNA is going to be dropped alongside Iris, now it's even more important that I show the DNA code when I do my previews and my my character overviews. So first up, Melee Mastery increases damage by 20% when equipping a melee weapon. Nice, goes alongside melee ability. Really nice there. Mobility, the prep time for Lightning Flash is reduced by 20%. You can use fusion once every 6 seconds. Okay, there it is, right there. So once every minute you can use fusion. I don't know what the downtime of fusion is, or even what the uptime of fusion is. Actually, I just know that once you start the stage, you get an attack buff, and that's it. I assume it has to be relevant, right? If you can only use it once a stage, and then it moves to once every 60 seconds. Once every 60 seconds, I mean, at least you can use it more than once, right? It's not like... I just don't know how useful that part of it will be, just because even 20 seconds is a long time, but 60 seconds? I don't know, man. Though Iris does have some survivability, so it could be relevant in the PvP standpoint. From like PvE, yeah, that'll probably be pretty relevant, I guess, getting the influx of damage, because you have the healing and the defense boost, or like if you have to go for the speed boost or something. And then Sublime, when hitting counter stands, apply to all targets in range an irremovable invulnerability interface that ignores preventative shield and nullifies newly gained invulnerability. This effect can only be triggered once per counter stands. When you hit a target under this effect, with the counter slash after, or the slash more after counter slash damage increased by 100%. Oh, okay, so that's actually very, very interesting. Okay, I like it. I don't know how useful it will be, but also shield has an additional E at the end here. You know that. Oh, that seems pretty interesting. All right, so let's take a look at the DNA. The unique DNA is relentless. When HP is less than 50%, get a long duration preventative shield, which will protect you from all negative side effects. This still can only be active once per stage. Again, it's one of those once per stage things, and so when you're under 50% HP, Iris does have the potential to tank some hit, which is quite nice. So maybe that'll be useful over here. So yeah, that could be interesting. I don't believe Iris has any cards. Well, I know she doesn't have any cards. I don't think she has anything added. But okay, I just wanted to check just to see if any new cards were added that I wanted to make note of to the Taiwan version. Before I move on, I actually want to check out a few more things. Because I never actually looked at Base Course Mega Man the week after he was released, because I could have shown him then. I also never looked at Swimsuit Ika. Well, I mean, Swimsuit Ika was actually last week, but because I didn't preview those, let's go take a look at those now. We'll do Base Course Mega Man first. I'm still extremely sad that I could not unlock him. That kind of sucks, and I don't know when he will ever come back. So I guess I'm just at the mercy of Capcom Taiwan for this. But for those of you that know about Base Course Mega Man, he debuted in Battle Network 5. It's pretty cool. Let's take a look at the splash screen. Oh, that's so sick. And it's actually really funny that Base Course Mega Man came out and I didn't have enough EMs to pity him. Because some of you might remember from a little while back, I made a community post, and I was like, yeah, I had a dream that Colonel EXE dropped, and I didn't have enough EMs to get him. And the reason that's funny is because Colonel EXE is from Battle Network 5. So I remember that. I was like, oh, that's actually pretty funny. Anyway, charge shot, launch a scatter shot with 3 energy rounds to deal damage, roughly 15% damage to the target. Can be charged to unleash a more powerful energy round when maximum charge is released. Launch 3 energy rounds to deal 15 times normal damage. Okay. Is that like the shooting? That's the shooting buster that base has? I guess that's supposed to be reminiscent of that. Took the modifier chips. Accelerate charge. Time to reach maximum charge reduced by 25%. Not bad. Hell's Rolling. So this is what I was thinking in the initial thing when I saw the trailer for it. I was like, oh, okay, so it's gonna be Hell's Rolling. That doesn't look like Hell's Rolling. But switch to a Heel's Rolling that deals damage along the ground, dealing damage to all targets in its path. I can penetrate targets and damage will be reduced to 50% after that. And then complete penetration. When maximum charge is achieved, rocket can pass through landscapes and barriers, which is always very, very nice. So you'll probably want to go with this instead of Hell's Rolling. But maybe it depends on the map terrain, because if you're on a map with not much terrain to pass through, like, you don't really need this. Like, you just go with this instead, especially if you can ricochet off things. So anyway, Vanishing World Kai. Unleash a powerful beam forward that deals 153% damage to all targets and range continuously. Oh boy, that is so powerful that it deals one-time damage to all targets on stream. Will not take any damage while the skill is active. That's very, very nice. Power increase damage multiplier by the beam by 10%. Increase the damage of the all-screen attack by 10%. And then concentrated explosion. Focus firepower of the attack solely on the beam and increase damage by 75%. Its damage multiplier by 75%. Oh wait, I think I said that twice by accident. However, enemies not within range of the beam receive no damage. So it's just like Vanishing World of the HGS. So Let's look at the passive skills. Super Armor, reduce damage taken by 15%. I like it, Super Armor. I wonder why it's not 20% for that, though, to be completely honest. I guess because it'd be busted if it was 20%, just raw 20% for not having a specific thing equipped. Perfect Sync. The preparation time for charge shot and Hell's Rolling reduced by 20% when above 15%, 75% HP. Damage increased by 75%. Not bad. Float Shoes became accelerated after using skills, increasing movement speed by roughly 38%. Can trigger once more after 4 seconds. That's so nice. Here's the Life Aura skill. Gain shield being hit can withstand 80% attack damage, effectively triggered once more after second cooldown. When the beam of Vengeful Kai hits a target, it will reduce the target's defense by increase damage taken by 44%. So I don't like how this is when being hit. But I mean that's fine if it triggers off of being hit, because you won't take the damage of being hit. Like you'll just take the hit, proc the shield. And unless it's a multi-hit thing, then I guess maybe there's a chance like you could break through the shield. But then Lethal Resonance. When using Vengeful Kai, the first target hit by the beam will trigger an explosion that causes damage to all targets on the screen. Then 105% 105% damage to all targets in range. Prep time for Vengeful Kai reduced by 20%. Wait. First target hit by the beam will trigger an explosion. Huh. So even if you have this, you could still get an explosion. It's pretty interesting. I'm pretty sure he doesn't have DNA either. Nah. Alright, so now let's take a look at Swimsuit Eco. Oh, I love that intro. I would love to have Swimsuit Eco, but I cannot afford to pull it further. Let's take a look at the splash screen. Very, very nice here. I like it. Okay, so Summer Surf rapidly dashes forward, dealing 200% damage to the 200%. Oh my! While shooting 3 additional water balls that can ignore terrain, obstacles, and track down targets, causing damage to during the dash. Do not take any damage during its use. Okay, so that's a lot better than I thought it was, to be honest. Lock on nullification. When hitting a player, the skill will cause confusion, which will disable auto aim temporarily. Very nice. Weapon shield after hitting a target, rendering them unable to use a weapon. Oh boy. And then Showtime. Not suffer negative side effects when using Summer Surf. Ooh. Wow, I like all 3 of these modifier chips actually. Alright, so next up, Tornado Rampage. Release water tornado that surrounds you and deals roughly 144% damage to all targets in range over time. You can use the skill again within 6 seconds to launch a water tornado to the left and right to deal damage to all targets in its path. Ignore terrain and obstacles. Oh, I like that. That's a lot better than I thought too. Shot enhancement. Damage register of water tornadoes will increase by 40% but cannot be launched again. Wait, what? Cannot be launched again? I don't think there's a need for again there, because you just... Okay, whatever. It can't be launched. Alright, got it. Tornado enhancement. The damage register for water tornado surround damage is slowed by 20% and increases its launch range by 50%. Okay. It's not bad. And then Dance with the Tornado. Acquire a shield when using water tornado, and throwing water tornado can... Wait. Acquire a shield when using tornado rampage. And throwing a water tornado can withstand... Oh, so you have to use and throw it to get the shield. Okay, got it. It confused me for a second because of the wording. That's why I was like, wait, what? Okay, so 96% damage. Okay. Alright, now, wave attack. Become started after using skills. See, so... Alright, so I like this wording a lot better. Because there are some other skills that say when you use the skill, you know, do this. But for those, it sounds like they want you to use a specific skill. Which I think it's probably just maybe like a mistranslation or thing. It's just clearing it up. But I like this wording a lot better because it makes it's a lot more clear for clarification's sake. 42%. Effect can trigger once more 4-second cooldown. Remove all negative side effects you have when using Summertime Surf. Ooh, that's pretty nice. Okay, here we have Shelling Master. Increased damage by 20% when equipping a machine gun or a launcher. Okay, that's pretty good. Shelling adaptability. Reduce damage taken by 20% when equipping a machine gun or a launcher. Okay. Battle of the Water Balls. Sometimes Surf now throws water balls with 20% more damage, with the ability to launch 5 water balls at once when HP drops below 50%, recover 15% HP. This can only trigger once more after a 10-second cooldown. Oh, okay, so this is actually really interesting, because you can just heal as long as like you're under 50% and like you're not, obviously you're not KO'd. Summer Fever. Preparation time for the Summer Surf is reduced by 20%. Use Summer Surf repeatedly. After it is triggered, it can only be triggered again after a 6-second cooldown. When Tornado Rampage hits, it will slow the target and reduce its movement by roughly 36%. I like that as well. Those are pretty cool. Any DNA here? Nope. Okay. So before we move on real quick, this video is getting quite long, but I just want to show the cards for the for Swimsuit Eco and Swimsuit Seal. Okay, luckily they're right here at the top of my gallery here. And as you can see here, like this isn't English and it has no text yet. I assume that's likely just because Swimsuit Seal has not been released at this current point in time, so it's just like we don't want you to know her skills even though you know that she's coming. That's the only thing I can see. And then over here, Swimsuit Eco, showing made sure we saw this on the Rockin' Corner site. But here you go, you can see it here, and it also has double amp 2 machine gun and launcher at the same time, increase damage by 8%. Oh, I forgot to take a look at. This has instant special attack. Okay, so Swimsuit Seal might be able to invoke interference as well. That's something worth noting, I guess, before she comes out. But yeah, so let's go take a look at the Swimsuit Seal trailer. Okay, and before we wrap things up, let's take a quick look at the Swimsuit Seal video. So let's see. I like Swimsuit Seal's design. Oh, I like that intro too. Oh, that's actually pretty good. It's got shaved ice. Okay, Cyberfall, make a lock known enemy fire support fire. Okay, it looks like it pierces terrain as well. She has a shield as well, which is good. Once your boomerang, it ignores terrain, deals damage to the target. Okay. She stays with Cyber Elf too, though. Strong ability to hinder opponents. Okay. Okay, we didn't get to really see very much of her, but I want to... I just want to see, because it looked like... Yeah. So, like, if you... let me slow this down just so that you can... Oops, that's not it. Playback speed. Put this, like, 0.5. Like, right. Yeah, you see, like, it goes through the terrain right there. So that's very, very nice. I'm not sure if that's just, like, a default thing for her Cyber Elves, because I don't remember. I don't have any of the Seal units. But yeah, Seal, she looks pretty interesting so far. It's got a shield. The boomerang, I'm kind of iffy on. It's okay, probably. The shield, I don't know where the shield comes from, though. I guess, hold on. Did she generate the shield after she was a Cyber Elf? See, I don't know if she generated that. I can't tell if she generated that first, or if she already had it active. Because it could be a passive of hers. Sure, they had the shield active in that one, so I don't know. The shield actually looks pretty cool though. It looks oh wait, hold on. That might just be the bubbly effect from the Cyber Elf. I was like, oh, you know, it's like a little water shield, but I think it's just the bubbly effect from the Cyber Elf. Anyway, let me know what you guys think about Swimsuit Seal. And the stuff coming to global this week, whether you're in the LATAM, EU, or NA servers. And yeah, good luck to those of you that are pulling for the units as we get pulling for any, and hopefully your pulls have went well for the current 10 pull banner. Was it Swimsuit Iris banner, right? Because we've gotten daily for 10 pulls in that, and I'll catch you guys next time. Later.